The day is April 28th. This is podcast episode either, 10 or 11?
Yeah.
We still have a clogging problem.
I was going to say it's a horse upstairs.
There's actually a clogging horse. They put clogging shoes on a horse upstairs. I'm not even going to edit it out. I announced it. We have a clogging problem. We're just two black women just trying to survive out here in these podcast streets. They don't care. So if you hear something, it's not us. We're demons. Demons. Hola. Hello, strangers. Yeah. Hello, strangers. I'm Britt.
And I'm Dee.
Welcome to another, or your first, we don't know, just welcome to an episode of It's a Strange World After All. The podcast where we discuss true crime cases, the supernatural, urban legends, conspiracy theories, and all of the things that keep the world
You are
strange. On today's episode, we have a 2-for-1 special for you. That is 2 stories in one show. You're welcome.
First up, we have a myth/urban legend coming straight out of Texas.
Straight out of Texas. Boys on horses in, I don't know, a country little girl named Brittany. Okay, go ahead. That's fine.
I'm not going to entertain that. You all have probably seen the 1992 horror film Candyman, but have you ever heard of The Candy Lady? That's one of my favorite movies.
Candyman?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that when I typed it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
In fact, I'm researching a case that inspired the movie. So.
Oh, that's cool. So you guys have to tune in. We'll let you know. I had never heard of the Candy Lady.
I have.
I haven't, except for like candy ladies in the hood, like in the neighborhoods. You know, you got the Candy Lady. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, Candy Lady. What's ominous about that? What's like menacing about that?
Okay.
She's just trying to get a hustle on. So I'm excited.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard different versions of it though, but I've definitely heard about it. I did not know that it originated in Texas.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't know that. But
that's cool.
Clara Crane was born in Texas in 1871. She married an older man and they had one daughter, Marcella, in 1893. In 1895, Clara Crane was accused of poisoning her husband, Leonard, with lace caramels. Do you say caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
See, I say caramel.
Caramels. Caramel candy.
Because I just said, did I say caramel?
Caramel candy. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I say caramel.
I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of caramel, or
Me
caramel,
neither.
so I don't say it a lot. But that makes sense now. The Candy Lady, because she allegedly poisoned her husband with caramels. That's what you get for eating. What are the old lady
you
candies?
better not say, because I love those.
What are the old lady
candies? Werther's?
Werther's.
Wait, but have you had the cream ones, like the strawberry cream?
Yes. I don't like candies like that. I'm sorry, y'all, for making the, what do you call that? The upchuck noise over the mic. I can't imagine what it sounded like. No, I don't.
Don't disrespect Werther's like that.
I like those. What are those? My grandma used to, like my dad's mom. The strawberry candies that look like a strawberry, you know what I'm talking about? She used to have those in a candy bowl, and then the Chico sticks,
and then the Chico sticks,
and then the peanut butter candies, the striped ones.
Oh, yeah.
I had endless cavities. A few years prior to allegedly killing her husband, the Crane's 5-year-old daughter, Marcella, was killed in a farming accident. Clara blamed her husband because he had been drinking at the time of the accident. Many believe this was the reason she poisoned him. So, is it pretty much, well, because it's the 1800s, so it's pretty much hearsay? Or I was going to say his word against hers, but he don't have a word.
No, I was going to say, if it were you and he was supposed to be watching your daughter, but he was drinking and she died, would you do the same thing?
I don't know that I would. First of all, well, you're not worth nobody's worth my freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would feel like, I don't even have a will to live after something like that happened. In this day and age, I would just try to prove neglect. You know what I mean? Like try to get him in trouble for something like that happening.
Yeah. I mean, back then you could get away with a lot. So
yeah, maybe. Maybe. Clara was tried and convicted of her husband's murder by a plea of insanity/grief from the loss of her daughter. She was placed in the North Texas Lunatic Asylum.
I mean, it was back in the day.
I was going to say they were also insensitive back then.
They were. In 1896, while in the asylum, Clara made a doll out of torn bed sheets that she named Marcy after her late daughter. She would be seen talking and singing to the doll by members of the asylum staff and patients.
Oh, Marcella.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why did she name her Marcy? Like, what kind of name is that?
Yeah.
But okay. Interesting. How do you make a doll out of sheets?
I mean,
this Clara was crafty. If nothing else. Clara allegedly wrote to her sister while in the asylum. I've been waiting on this. This is what she wrote. Dearest Aggie, I am elated. I have been informed by Dr. Matthews that Marcy and I will be returning home in less than 3 weeks. As you can imagine, Marcy can barely contain her excitement. Every night she asks, "Is tomorrow the day?" Let me do this. "Is tomorrow the day we gonna go home, mother?"
We gonna go home.
I thought it said, they wouldn't have even known if you didn't say anything. "We go home. Very soon I will be able to tell her yes."
The commitment. I was like, is she gonna do the whole thing?
I'm a thespian. That's what thespians do. I wonder what her sister's reaction to the letter was. She's like, who the hell is Marcy?
She was released in 1899 due to overcrowding. She was said to be charming and soft-spoken, like me. And
who called you charming? Somebody's called you charming. Maybe soft-spoken. Yeah,
dang,
soft-spoken.
So I'm not
charming.
Damn.
Maybe I would say aloof. You're pretty aloof. Do you know what aloof?
Yes. Okay, if you say so.
You wouldn't describe yourself as aloof? That's like mysterious. Like,
yeah, a little bit, but
you're Daria. You're like a real life Daria.
People call me that at work. And was considered a good candidate for release. Back then, there was no after or outpatient care. Wonder why.
Maybe they just didn't think about it in the 1800s because they were still doing shady stuff.
Oh.
Like lobotomies and stuff like that.
Like what?
Lobotomy.
It sounded like you said lombotomy.
Lobotomy.
It's a lobotomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in school.
I was obsessed with that because I was like, what's the point?
They were just doing it to cure like ailments, right?
Mm-hmm. Like mental illnesses.
Yeah. Have you ever watched Nurse Ratched?
No.
That's what it's called, right? Isn't that what that's called? Why you being childish?
No.
I think that's because it's not Hatchet. That doesn't even sound right. With Sarah Paulson?
I haven't watched. I know what you're talking about.
Damn.
I was being childish. My bad.
Ratchet. Yeah, Nurse Ratchet.
But it's not Ratchet, though.
No, it's Ratchet. She was a bit ratchet, though. I haven't even finished it, but that's what that makes me think of. Because the doctor, I think in the first or second episode, was performing like 2 at one time or something. It was disastrous.
No.
Also, how did they see her fit for release?
Because she was charming.
I guess. She killed her husband, allegedly. But I guess they felt like she didn't, if they did this back then, she didn't pose a threat
to anybody else. Yeah.
Let me see if I can get away with that now. Like, no, it was just him. It was just him. Nobody, I swear, nobody else. Pinky promise. I won't poison anybody else. That's how charming she was. That's stupid. It was believed that she went back to her hometown after her release, but there was no word on where Clara ended up. In 1903, children started disappearing in the area she grew up in. This is where the legend of the Candy Lady begins.
Surviving children in the area told stories of someone leaving candy on their windowsills. Sometimes there would be notes left on the candy wrappers. After several children went missing, the townspeople and law enforcement started to believe it was Clara because she had killed her husband with poison candy. Okay, so anytime something happens and a woman or a man is scorned, and they come back as a spirit, like, why is she taking it out on the kids? Like, oh, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, usually if a woman is scorned by a man, she targets men.
Yeah, because isn't that like La Llorona? Didn't? Yeah. Okay. Because she didn't target kids, does she? Well, I don't know that. She does. Well, look, never mind.
Maybe it's because since they lost their kids, they want everybody else to lose theirs.
Oh, since she lost. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
So if I can't have my kid, you can't either.
That's sore loser.
I would be a sore loser if I lost my kid.
Don't come take my kid.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But
don't come take my kid because... And then, who are these kids that are like, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're like, a piece of candy. Did I lose a tooth? No, I didn't lose a tooth. Just eat this windowsill candy. That's sketchy. That's sketchy as fuck. Like,
I feel like we know better.
Eat these windowsill Werthers.
They probably would have got me with Werthers.
Oh.
I can't be the only person that likes Werthers.
I don't. Sorry. It's like Red Hots or Raisinets to me. Like, who eats... Or Snow Caps.
You don't eat Red Hots?
I do not.
Oh, my. Who are you?
It's too spicy.
No.
I mean, like...
Not,
go ahead.
It's not spicy. That's all I was going to say. It's not.
It's hot. It's hot. Why don't I want to eat a candy that makes my mouth feel like that? It's not a mint. It's like actual candy, right? It's not like Mentos or Tic Tacs. It's like...
Yeah, it's actual.
A continuous eat. A farmer found rotten children's teeth in his field. They were wrapped in candy wrappers. You still taking that candy? The windowsill candy.
The windowsill Werthers?
Yeah.
No.
The town sheriff was killed. Whoa. Okay.
That escalated quickly.
Wow. The town sheriff was killed. He was found in a ditch with forks shoved into his eyes, and his pockets were stuffed with candy.
That makes more sense because he's a man. So she was like, yeah. I get that one. Well, no, I mean, I don't get it, but it's understandable.
Yeah.
It makes more sense than kids, but
like,
again, she could have just been jealous that everybody else had their kids and she didn't. So,
and if anything, bring joy. Bring joy. How about that? Like, just be like, you know what? I lost my daughter. I don't know if I called her a spirit. I don't know if she killed herself or, you know what I mean? Or if she's actually doing this. But just be like, you know what? I'm going to leave kids candy just because.
No one really knows what happened to Clara after her release, but it is believed that the candy lady still roams around Terrell, Texas, luring children with candy. Whenever a child goes missing in Terrell, the locals blame it on the candy lady. Interesting.
Yeah, this was a good one. I wonder if Jamie Foxx has heard
about it.
Jamie, did you receive any windowsill candy? Have you ever and thought about it? I might take the candy if it was a Reese's peanut butter cup that was in the fridge, so it's still cold.
But it's gonna be on the window. Like
No, I know.
Oh, but
if let's just say she is a spiritual being. Like she's not. Like she's now a part of the afterlife.
Yeah,
and she can make it. Like she just goes. She blows her breath on it and makes it cold. I might be like, okay, thanks. Teeth, who needs it?
Yeah, what if the tooth was like inside the Reese's and you bite it and you bite the tooth?
You just ruined the Reese's for me. I'm off the stuff now. What was the urban legend you believed in as a child?
Candyman.
Candyman?
Yes.
Did we ever do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember because it was when we lived in Oak Cliff. When we first got to not San Antonio, Dallas from San Antonio, and y'all lived
downstairs or something like that.
Yeah, and we lived. It was the same complex.
Yeah.
And Aunt Lori, everybody was in the same complex. So I just remember it would be me, my brothers. And then we would be in there saying it in the mirror, and then Casey would lock us in the bathroom.
Why do I remember that? And it could just be from what y'all say, because I was way too young to be locked in the bathroom or even in there with y'all, but
traumatized.
That's what y'all get. That's what y'all get.
And we kept doing it.
Just living on the edge. That's funny. Mine was... I do remember Candyman vaguely. Mine was Bloody Mary. Like with my friends and stuff, like school friends, we would play Bloody Mary. I feel like I've only said it 3 times once. And that was maybe like high school. I got brave enough to do it. But like in elementary and middle school, we'd be like, Bloody Mary 1, Bloody Mary 2. Is you gonna say it? Is you gonna say it? Nah, we're not gonna turn the light on. So yeah, that's mine.
Oh, good times.
I know. Now we're just adulting.
Yeah. We should do that in a TikTok. Actually do it. Like
Candyman or Blood or both?
Yeah, both.
Yeah. I'll do I do it. It had to be like, I don't know, a slumber party or something. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like there has to still be like, we can't do it and then like y'all are like, okay, bye. Good night. No, we all sleeping in the living room. We got plenty of space. We can go to the restaurant in the morning. But I can't. I was getting creeped out editing the script that you wrote for the next thing we're about to talk about. That's how scary I am. Yeah.
Really?
I was like looking around. On that note, next up to bat, we have the myth of the black-eyed kids. This is what I was talking about. That I was like reading through and
this is also one of my favorites.
Is that why you like Children of the Corn?
Oh, I love that movie.
That's so strange. I try to watch it and I just can't
get into it.
No.
I don't. The original
one. Maybe I should have watched it as a kid.
Yeah. But I still watch it every now and then.
We can try it again. Or I fall asleep. Like I'm just not, and it's the middle of the day, not like nighttime.
Oh. It's not one of my favorites by him. Yeah. But it's still a good movie to me. I love it.
The black-eyed kids are paranormal beings that take the form of children between the ages of 6 and 16. They have pale skin and their eyes are completely black. They appear in groups of 2 or more and ask for favors. Sorry, I'm just like, for favors? What favors? They normally ask to use the phone for a ride home, to come inside your house, or to use the bathroom. You should never, let them in your home.
Okay. How do you say, I would, but for the other people, how do y'all say, would you say no if 2 kids came up to you and were like, hey, we're lost, we need to use the phone? I would say no, but
I think it would depend on, honestly, the ages of the children. Because like if a 16-year-old walked up, I might step outside and be like, here, you can use my phone. Yeah. But if it was like two 6-year-olds, but then I'd be like, why are y'all out here by yourselves?
It makes no sense. That's why I would say no.
I give you some change. Is it a pay phone? They still got pay phones. Here's some change. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not mean.
Just again, going back to not being too trusting of people. Like, even though they're kids,
their parents could be around the corner, like, gotcha. Waiting. Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
People who've had interactions with the black-eyed kids say that they are overcome by a feeling of unexplainable fear.
Unexplainable fear. I can't even explain. I'm looking at them. I can't even explain it, but I just feel fear.
One of the first people to document meeting the black-eyed kids is Brian Bethel. He published it in his blog in 1988. This is his story.
Brian left his apartment in Abilene, Texas around 9:30 p.m. on January 16th, 1998 to pay his internet bill. What?
Just thinking about how you actually had to...
leave.
Yeah.
And what is an internet bill? Oh. Because I'm thinking you gotta pay to use the internet? I don't know. Yeah. Like, it's not Wi-Fi. It's like an Ethernet, right? You still have to pay?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I bet if you ask a Generation Z, they'd probably be like, pay for the internet? It was
probably like dial-up or something.
Yeah, I didn't even think.
Yeah, you still had to pay for it.
Is that... What was it, through like your phone company?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Okay.
Somebody who remembers. What is this? How do you pay for your internet bill in 1998? And then I was about to go, internet? I don't know when I started using the internet, so.
Well, you were still paying, because you remember, I think there was a disc that you used to put in your computer.
Yeah. For internet?
Yeah. I think that was dial-up though, was it?
I thought dial-up was the Ethernet, like the plug it in. You plug it into the thing.
Yeah, but
I don't know, man. That's behind us. On the way, he stopped at the Dollar Movie theater parking lot to use the glow from the marquee as a light so he could write his check. Was he on foot?
No, he was in his car.
They didn't have the lights in the car back then, like to write.
Maybe
to see?
He had other plans or something. I don't know.
Like, why wouldn't you just press the light in your car instead of being like, well, I'm going to drive to the movie theater parking lot to use the light?
Maybe he was married and he was tired of his wife, so he was like, let me go.
That's still... Because either way, he still would have had to go pay his bill somewhere else. So just go to where you're going to pay your bill, turn your little light on. Well, I don't know how old his car is, but...
Oh.
Cars as old as the 70s had those lights, right, though?
I don't know. I think maybe.
Randy had like a 1970, I don't know, like a Buick or something. We called it Medea, I think. He had a light.
Oh.
Okay. This just keeps getting stranger and stranger.
While he was in the car, there was a knock on the window. Brian looked up and saw two young boys between the ages of 10 and 14 years old.
Those are the ages that I would be like, where you? Especially nowadays, because kids are like, they act grown.
Yeah.
So it's like, where your parents at? I call the police. Here, hold on.
Oh my God. Immediately, he knew something was off.
Immediately. The street lights is off. It's after 9:30 p.m. By this time, he done drove to the movie theater. Parking lot's probably 10.
Why are you paying your bill that late?
I don't know. The store's open. He was cheating on his wife. He lied. This is his account. He lied. He was like, yeah, I was on the way to pay my phone bill, but I ended up in the movie theater parking lot because I needed to use the marquee for the light.
Yeah, he was doing some other stuff.
He deserved this, whatever's happening to him.
One of the boys started to tell Brian that they needed his help. They wanted to see the new Mortal Kombat movie. Oh.
There's a new Mortal Kombat movie now.
But they left their money at home. What?
Keep going.
The boys asked for a ride home to get the money instead of just asking Brian for the money.
No! Wait, they were like, excuse me, sir. I left my money's at home. Can you take me back home? Also, in 98, were dollar movies new movies? Or were they old movies? No, yeah, I know. You see what I'm saying? Because you go to the dollar movie today, the ones that still exist.
Movies,
yeah, it's older movies. This ain't a new Mortal Kombat movie. They wanted to see the new Mortal Kombat. That would have been right there. I would have been like, aha.
Oh, yeah.
I got you. The Mortal Kombat movie is new. You can't see that here. So many questions. Brian was nervous, as he should have been, and hesitant as the boys kept trying to convince him to let them in the car. They were saying things like, come on, mister. Hold on, this is Texas. Come on, mister. We just want to go to your house. And we're just two little boys. Let us in. We can't get into your car until you do. We'll be gone before you know it. What? First of all, this is 98.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Texas. Like, who was talking like that? Like, I've never heard anyone say, come on, mister.
Yeah. Oh, but they're ancient.
Oh, the black eye
yeah.
kid. So yeah, I'm saying, so we
him, yeah.
we thinking these are just normal kids. Brian's like, oh, these are normal kids, but come on, mister. Yeah, are they vampires?
That's one of my theories. Yeah, because they need an invitation. So that's one of my theories.
See, this is the good thing about, for one, doing a show like this or just being into stuff like this, because you have like a sixth sense or like you have that discernment that's like, can you see your reflection? Like you just know facts like that. Like,
yeah. What was the movie?
Fright Night?
Yes.
Fright Night! I love that, but that's like one of my favorite movies and soundtracks.
Yeah. Have you seen the remake?
With, what's his name? Colin Farrell? Yeah, I saw it.
Was it good?
I didn't like it as much as the original.
I don't really too much like remakes like that.
Brewster. Watch it. Fright Night.
Yes.
Greatest vampire film.
Brian found himself unlocking the door. He caught himself and looked back at the kids and realized that their eyes were solid black.
Look at my eyes.
According to the legend, once you notice that their eyes are black, that's when things start to get dangerous.
That's when things start to get dangerous. The fact that he thought about it, though, is what's concerning me. The fact that he was like, you know what, let me unlock the door.
No, I think it's some type of mind control. So he caught it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I still have questions. Look, I'll walk you home, like ride next to you and watch you walk home.
They started telling Brian, you have to let us in.
You have to let us in. Please, mister.
And one of the boys started pulling on the door. Brian put his car in reverse and sped home.
That's not scary to you? That'll make you uncomfortable?
A little bit. I heard there was another story.
Ooh.
I don't know if I heard it on YouTube because I couldn't find like an article.
Yeah. But
there was a different version. Pretty much a guy was sitting in his car, but they said that the kid ripped the door off the hinges.
What?
Yeah. And then he drove off.
I would have drove off I wonder if it was like a Superman rip, like one fatal rip, or was it like
they made it seem like he just ripped it off like in one try. Because
as soon as you go for my door handle, that's when I would have. Officer, that was self-defense. That's crazy. He should have did that at first. When you see the kids walking up, it ain't my problem if I don't know what's going on with the kids.
Yeah. As soon as they walked up, I'm driving off.
It ain't my problem. I might call the cops and be like, hey, there were some kids.
Suspicious activity going on.
Or maybe not even suspicious. I would just be like, hey, yeah, suspicious. Because then they might be like, why'd you leave the kids by yourself? It was questionable. Since then, sightings of black-eyed kids have slowly grown. Sightings of black-eyed peas. Black-eyed peas. Okay. Let me do it again. The horror. Since then, sightings of black-eyed kids have slowly grown. No one really knows what these creatures are. Some conspiracy theorists believe that they are aliens trying to get back to their planet. There you go, D.
Yeah.
Your favorite. Aliens represent. D, you might be an alien.
I might.
Maybe.
I might.
It wouldn't surprise me. Your head is kind of... Nah, I'm just playing. Says the girl with the lima bean shaped head. Demonologists believe that they are the children of Satan, and if you let them in, you are allowing evil into your life.
I mean, that one makes sense too.
Children of Satan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how their eyes look on Supernatural, the demons.
Good point.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm sold on them being aliens. I think they're either children of Satan or vampires.
Yeah, vampires. I'm leaning more towards vampires only because you said one of those kids ripped the door off of.
Yeah, but that one wasn't confirmed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it is a situation where they're always like, hey, you want to let me in?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to lean towards vampire. Yeah.
Another encounter involved an elderly couple in Vermont. The couple was at home when they heard 3 loud knocks on their door. When they opened the door, they saw a boy and a girl. One of the children said, "Our parents will be here soon. May we come in?" No. The children didn't make eye contact. They just stood in the doorway.
Wait. I know you guys can't see this. One day we will record ourselves, maybe post to YouTube, but YouTubes. I swear to God, I'm not drunk or high or nothing. This is just brain overload. But look at me. So this is what it looked like. Our parents are here. Wait, I did it wrong. Okay, let me do it again. So this is what it looked like. Our parents will be here soon. May we come in? First of all,
I don't think it was like that.
Yes, it was. They said they weren't looking at them.
I think they were probably just looking down. What were you doing?
I was looking away completely because that felt creepier to me. Okay, so like you think it was like this. Our parents are away.
Yeah.
May we come in?
Yeah.
That's still weird. First of all, I don't even trust people who don't look me in my eyes at all. You got to look me in the eye when you're talking to me. You don't have to keep constant eye contact because I don't trust that either. You see how you looked away?
That's only because I do give eye contact, but not for a long time because I get anxious.
Yeah.
So I'll just look away like really quick.
Yeah.
So maybe
it's not the same because I get what you're saying because I'm also anxious. I get anxiety and then I'm socially awkward in certain situations.
Yeah, and in all situations I am.
And I know like one of my managers used to be like the definition of an introvert. Like he would talk to people because that was his job, but it literally drained him and you could tell he was uncomfortable, but he still made an effort. The way I feel like this is sounding is like they were just like, I'm not looking at you at all because wait, I don't want to reveal myself just yet.
Yeah.
No, that's strike one. It probably was still nighttime. That's strike two. Mm-hmm. And where your parents at? I'd be like, who are your parents? What's your address?
Yeah.
You from this neighborhood?
You belong here?
Do you belong here? Yeah, I'd hit him with a Karen. Like, do you actually even live here? I need to see some ID. Do you actually even live here? At first, the elderly couple was hesitant, as they should be.
Yes.
But they let them inside, y'all. They let them inside. No. The kids sat on the couch as the wife made hot cocoa. Trying to be a good Samaritan goes wrong.
That's why I don't try to be
being a decent human. No.
I just
being
mind
a good human
and mind your business.
Yeah. I just try to be a decent human. I'm just trying to make it upstairs. Just do enough to make it to the good place.
Yeah.
The real good place. The husband asked them questions, but they didn't answer. The wife noticed that her cat was afraid of the children. Why y'all out here hating on cats? They have senses just like dogs. I think if not even better than dogs. And that cat knew what was up. That cat was like,
I still don't like cats.
Say, shorty. I don't know about these two cats that you done let up in the house. The cat's like, in my house. When she looked at the kids, she noticed that their eyes were black. They asked her if they could use the restroom. While they were in the restroom, she returned to her husband, who was covering his face with his hands. I still can't believe. My note was, that woman let them in her house. That's my only note. I can't even believe it. Like, kids aside.
No. I'm not letting nobody in my house.
It better be a newborn
even if it's
baby.
Family, I'm not letting.
You didn't call first.
Exactly.
What you doing here? Dang. Don't show up to Dee's house unexpected. Noted. I was just in the neighborhood. Nope. You might be a doppelganger. Call my phone. Is this you?
Oh, speaking of doppelgangers.
Oh.
I saw mine.
You saw your own?
Yeah.
You about to die.
No, they can't. You can't make eye contact.
Oh.
She didn't see me. I saw her.
Oh.
It was weird.
Did she have the same hair as you?
Yes.
Was it the same length?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Glasses. We were even wearing the exact same. So what it was, when I would come into work, I work in the morning. So when I would come into work and I'll be there for a few hours and people are like, why are you still here? And I'm like, what are you talking about? You work the overnight shift. Why are you still here? You should be at home.
So it's somebody that you work with?
Yes. And I came in extra early one day and I saw her and she was leaving. And I was like, okay, that kind of does look like me because I got scared.
That's weird.
Because, normally when people say, oh, I saw somebody that looked like you, they look nothing like you.
Like Whoopi Goldberg. I'm sorry, a young Whoopi Goldberg.
But that lady looked like me. That creeped me out.
I have to see this person because now I'm just like,
If I say...
You said recently?
No, this was years ago.
So she had like natural hair, like not locked.
And it was when I was wearing it in my puff.
The puff.
And she had a puff.
The same texture?
Yes.
What?
4C.
What if, I don't know, maybe she like came from another dimension and was like, oh.
Yeah. But
or doppelganger. I don't know. We should do a doppelganger episode because I don't know much about them.
Oh. And it reminds me of the Twilight Zone episode. When she was at the bus station.
Oh, and she saw herself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was her doppelganger because she took over her life.
Her life.
Yeah.
But I mean, she already
what?
Working where you work.
No. She didn't. Okay. She was a vendor, basically.
Oh,
yes.
So she dropped stuff off for y'all.
So vendors come and they put their stuff out.
Okay.
They don't drop it off. They put it out.
Oh, okay.
So technically people would think. So that's why I didn't understand why we had on the same thing.
Maybe she just decided to wear. If I say what she wore, it's going to give it away.
I know, that's why.
Maybe she just decided to wear that color outfit for the day.
Because we could wear different variations of that color before. They weren't as strict. She asked her husband if he had seen their eyes. That's when he lowered his hands and they were full of blood from a nosebleed. That would... Now he gotta go. No, just
now he would. Now
he gotta go.
You gotta go.
The lights went out and the wife rushed to the restroom. She heard the kids saying, "Our parents are here." She noticed two men at the end of the driveway. The men were tall and skinny. The two men and children drove off together.
Men in black?
Okay. Yes. So now, because I said before that it didn't make sense for them to be aliens, but that
kind of makes it. Yeah.
So,
I wish they would have described what they were wearing.
Yeah.
Or just a better physical description.
Yeah. But they're old. No.
So you could say that. That is old discrimination.
It's what?
Old discrimination, and you're being prejudiced against old people. I took a unconscious bias test and it said that I was discriminatory against
I
old
think
people.
I am. I feel it about the old people because I don't really
fuck with old people like that. Your mom is old, D.
Except for my mom, but that's it.
She don't act like an old person though anyway.
She do.
Over the next week, strange things started happening in their house. 3 of their 4 cats had gone missing. I didn't know they had that many cats.
I didn't either.
And later, the 4th cat had been found dead in a pool of its own blood. What is with the animal cruelty?
Yeah. And how did that happen? What?
Who knows? Maybe they
I
came back because they were like, maybe that was the cat that had figured them out. And they were like, we coming back for you. And that's what happened. You know what that makes me think of? Is Don't Fuck With Cats.
I still haven't seen that.
I started it. And I was just like, oh, no, I can't.
Really?
Oh, like they showed it.
Well,
they show like the clips of it. They like try to blur it out and stuff like that. But I mean, you can clearly tell what's happening. It's pretty intense.
Yeah, well, I won't watch it then.
Mm-hmm. The husband continued to have nosebleeds. He went to the hospital where he was diagnosed with skin cancer.
Damn.
And gave this man a disease.
Yeah.
How they do that?
So, again, a lot of the stuff I read about black-eyed kids years ago. So, a lot of the stuff I couldn't find from what I saw, but they were saying that if you do let them in, you could possibly die.
Oh my God.
And you will have if you don't, you'll have health problems and yeah. That's why you should never let them in.
I mean, stranger danger for one.
Yeah.
No matter what the age. Unless somebody places a newborn baby. And even still, I might be like, who left this baby? Call the fire department first and just watch it from the outside, inside of your home. So, do black-eyed kids really exist? What do you think? And what are they?
I think they exist.
Okay.
Because there was one.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Story time.
We were not sober, but there was one. You were in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just me and Angelica. And I remember just getting off work. I came home and Angelica was on the couch. We, smoothed a little bit. And then I went in my room and I hear a knock on the door. And I just hear Angelica talking like, yeah, uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, no. And then they left. And I came out. I was like, what was that? She was like, oh, they wanted to come in to talk about. I was like, the first thought that popped into both of our minds was Black Eyed Kids.
That's hilarious.
And it was weird because we looked out the window. They were just like going to different people's doors.
Yeah, trying to get them.
Yeah.
And they were kids?
They were kids.
Like
They were teens.
Okay.
So I would say they were about 14, 16. It was a boy and a girl.
Yes, I remember.
And what got me was I was like, oh, I need to put the trash out so they can come pick it up. This was after, because we were like kind of panicking and it was a lot. It was a lot because they came back. And she said they were asking like, because Angelica told them like, oh no, I don't live here. I'm here by myself, but
I was like, why did you tell them you were there by yourself?
And they were like, well, when they come back, can you give, I don't know what they were trying to do, but she was just like, okay, whatever. And then that was it. So when I put the trash out, by then it was dark outside. Mm-hmm. I opened the door and they were in the hallway. Yeah. And I kind of froze a little bit and they started walking towards me like really fast. And I was like, I panicked. I just slammed the door.
Shit, as you should have.
But that was weird because that never happens.
It is really weird. And the way she explained it to me was like that they were being really persistent about it. They were.
Because I heard, I was in my room and they were asking to come in.
That's crazy.
And I was like, if she let them in here.
That's crazy. You already told them you was home by yourself. But I mean, I guess if something happened, then it would be like the element of surprise if you come down. But yeah, I was just like, girl. First of all,
intense.
I don't answer the door for nobody. I don't know. If you don't have no food in your hand, I've literally... My dad's best friend comes over sometimes or would come over to the house in Mesquite. Never answered the door. Like if he knocked on the door and I'm home alone, I don't answer the door.
Oh, yeah.
There was one time I couldn't identify my grandpa. He didn't look the same to me. I'm looking at the peephole and I was like, I ain't answering this dang door. I don't know who it is. My mom or dad called and was like, your grandpa came by the house. I said, I'm home alone. I didn't know who he was. I wasn't finna answer the door.
And you shouldn't.
Jesus himself could be standing there in his sandals, some locks. Unless you got a DoorDash badge or some ID, I'm not opening up the door.
But what I didn't understand, because when they came back the second time, I went back in my room. Mm-hmm. Why would you answer the door again? If you look out the peephole and you see it's them.
Angelica. She probably will.
Look, we were.
She thought they had Girl Scout cookies, Girl and Boy Scout cookies. Are you guys selling cookies?
Man, that was...
Since we've been in this apartment, I really haven't had that many issues.
Yeah, me neither. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I think part of it was the vanity that my mom had, because I think she got it from a dead person. This little shelf over here is from a dead person.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I don't... Maybe that dead person was like a nice, like actually crossed over.
Yeah.
That's yes. When you shopping at thrift shops or if you take used stuff, this is another time where you should sage or Palo Santo because you have no idea what that person was into, the energy that's still stuck to that. You gotta get rid of that. She even bought
a recliner home one time. She worked at a nursing home. So whenever they would pass, they would leave stuff for her. She would just take it. So.
I don't even want it. Sell it. Can I sell it on offer up? Because I don't want it. That's all. That is all you get, folks. That's all you get. We said a 2-for-1, not an all you can eat special. So we two and done. I wrote that in there. So
Did you?
I wanted to say that. Oh, I wrote it in the comments.
You did?
Because I thought about it earlier and I was like, I don't want to forget this. I did that with the last post I posted. I was like, I was about to say, and Dee didn't approve this message. So it was real corny. I was like, she didn't approve this message. So we're going to see what she said.
I'm used to your corniness.
I was like, be there or be square. You can't take that back, Jack. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Be sure to follow. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at It's a Strange World Podcast and on Twitter at Pod Strange World. We would love to hear from you. What urban legends / myths scared you as a kid? Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Sorry. Do you believe in black-eyed kids, or have you ever seen one for yourself? Dee and Angelica saw one, possibly. Didn't look in the eyes, thank goodness.
And they were black.
They said them kids was pale. Was they pale black?
Like ashy?
No, like pale. You know how black, like Tashina, not Tashina Arnold. Tisha Campbell's pale, but she black. Was they like that?
I don't know. I only saw them. So I saw them when I looked out the window, but they were, which was another thing, because I think it was hot and I think they had on like long sleeves.
Oh, no.
So I barely saw them because when I saw them, they were walking.
Those was Jehovah's Witnesses.
And then that's what I thought. But she didn't say that. She said they were trying to sell her something, but she didn't know. And again, we were. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us. We want to know. Also, doppelgangers. If you believe in doppelgangers, if you've seen your doppelganger, or you want to hear more about doppelgangers, let us know. We got you. We got you.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of
It's a Strange World After All. Thank you for keeping it striggity strange with us.
I'm not entertaining that.
Thanks. Bye. Arrivederci.
Bye.
Say la vie. Konnichiwa. That's hello, I think. Bye.